currently living in Bali. I left living in the United States, and most people ask how I did it, and let me just explain. This was the hardest, most difficult, most uncomfortable thing I have ever done in my life. And did I mention the scariest? But let me tell you how I did it. To begin with, this entire thing first started with a thought. After this thought, I wrote it down. I said, I am moving to Bali. I didn't know when it was going to happen. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I had no idea it would ever happen. I wrote this thought down about 3 years ago. 2021. We're in 2024. Yes, actually 3 years ago. When I wrote this thought down, I just wrote it down. I didn't have a reason as to why I wanted to move here. I didn't have an explanation. I didn't have an actual date. All I said was, I am moving to Bali. Over time, I had completely forgot about that thought. I had completely forgot that I written that down. Then I took a look back in my journal and I was questioning why I haven't focused my attention on that thought and on what I wrote down. So that's when I decided to do visualization and meditation every single day, 6 months prior to moving here. In that time gap of 6 months, not only was I visualizing this daily, and by visualizing, I mean experiencing this entire experience on a detailed level. I focus on all of my sensations so that I could feel being here, so that I could connect with the environment, I would connect with the weather. I would visualize how I felt. I would visualize what I was wearing. I would visualize my routine. I would visualize the outcome already as if I were there. And I did this again for 6 months, for 15-20 minutes every day up until this day happened. And not only that, but during this time, I was working through my subconscious mind and applying all of the techniques that I have learned in hypnotherapy with myself. Not only did I apply the techniques, but I also had a hypnotherapist myself to help me access my subconscious mind even quicker and give it exactly the goals that I wanted my subconscious mind to come on board, so that my conscious state of awareness can become active and follow on a day-to-day a routine that I needed to do to make this move happen. So I had multiple hypnotherapy sessions, but the ones that really took this to a whole nother level was 3 in specific. I had an age regression. So an age regression basically returns you to a time and an exact moment in your life that shows you a belief that was created in your life. And the belief that I wanted to work on was fear. This was a huge mental block. This was blocking me from making this move. So when I experienced this hypnotherapy session, I was able to really figure out why I felt fear. And not only figure out why I felt fear, but give my subconscious mind an entire new belief system so that I no longer experience fear. I'm here in Bali by myself. That's scary as if you think about it. If you really think about it. But I no longer experience fear. I don't, and I feel so confident moving and being wherever I am now because of this one session that I did with my hypnotherapist. The next session that I experienced was a higher self. And in this session, I was able to experience and see the future outcome as if it were already happening. This helped me get everything into motion, and this is how I made Bali happen. This didn't happen overnight, and it took a lot of work, and it took a lot of time, and it took a lot of healing, and it took a lot of re-educating my limitations and my mental blocks so that I could make this happen. So if you're interested and would like to make a move like this yourself, click the link in my bio, schedule a one-on-one call so we can further re-educate your limiting beliefs.